Laura, on your 1 year anniversary, thank you so much for the most amazing friendship, for all the memories, all the laughter and all the encouragement that you gave. We miss you, we love you, and we raise a glass to you tonight.
I suppose what I miss the most about Laura not being with us anymore is her advice. Anytime I was in any predicament or I didn't really know what to do, Laura's advice was always very solid and it was always very sound. And she is missed and thought about and loved every day.
The HPV vaccine rates have increased in Ireland in recent years, and that's down to Laura Brennan and down to the ongoing work of her family. Laura's legacy will live on in the countless lives that she has undoubtedly saved. So, as a GP and as somebody who has been through cervical cancer, thank you, Laura.
Laura, you would think this is absolutely mad. We're all supposed to be getting together tomorrow to celebrate you, everything you brought to our lives. But instead, we're all locked down in our own homes. We don't know what to do with this absolutely crazy situation. But I'm sure if we were all together, we'd definitely have a few drinks, we'd have the crack, and there'd be loads of divilment. And that's what we miss most about you, is the divilment. Wherever you were, there was always divilment, and anytime we went on the nights out, it always ended up with some kind of divilment. So I'm sure wherever you are, you're causing divilment, and we're going to have one of these for you. Miss you, Laura.
I remember Laura as an extremely positive person. Glass was always half full. She had a way of putting a smile on her face, and she always gave more than she took.
Laura was strong and she was really brave, and she was optimistic and she was kind, and in her short 26 years she did more for women's healthcare in Ireland than most of us will do in a lifetime. Thank you, Laura.
For the absolute privilege of working with you and knowing you and being able to call you a friend. Thank you, Laura.
To our number one hon, who changed us all. We always remember, still chat to, still hear her sneering voice, sneering little laugh in the background. Who's definitely gotten me off at least 10 speeding tickets. We'll all raise our glasses on Friday night from our own homes to you. Cheers, darling. Love you.
I didn't know Laura very well, but I found her really inspiring, and I thought her attitude when she was faced with such hardship was just incredible. I've kept her memory card beside my mirror for the last year, and I look at it nearly every day just to remind myself to live my best life and hopefully take in some of her positivity, because I thought she was so bright and bubbly even when faced with the most difficult times.
1 year on, how quick the time goes by. To everyone who loved and still loves Laura, to Colin, Fergal, Kevin, Larry and Bernie, the very best remembering Laura today. To me, I'll always remember her lovely smile and her great sense of humour. It will always stay with me. Thanks.
Great memories of Laura. She brought great laughter to our home, and I will always remember the clatter of her high heels coming in along the hallway.
So Laura, what can we say? There isn't a day that goes by that in the last 12 months that you haven't been on our mind, and we miss you and we miss everything about you.
Especially that amazing laugh. It was so infectious.
True. But listen, the proudness we feel every day, I can't even describe it. Nobody could put things just how you were able to put things, and you had your own very unique way of doing it, and that's just something that we miss every day.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a cheers.
Yeah.
For you. It's not
Laura.
gin.
Not gin.
Unfortunately, sorry, but it's all we have because we're stuck in.
Yeah, exactly. And listen, say hello to cousin Bailey. Bye. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you.
Laura was my cousin. She was always happy and always smiling. She had a dog, Bailey. Happy St. Patrick's Day, Laura. Love your best cousin, Maria.
Laura changed minds and touched hearts. And if you were lucky enough to be close to her and have her in your life, you were changed forever. We miss Laura immensely, and she lives in our hearts.
I remember Laura as being hilarious. She was always up for a laugh, up for devilment, and she'd have you cracking up laughing. She was also a really good friend to anybody who needed her.
Year on remembering Laura. Anytime I wasn't around her, even before she left, I missed her stories. She could talk for hours and you wouldn't have to say a word, and you'd be entertained for all that time. The other thing that stuck with me was her generosity. Anytime she was out and about, she'd always make time for those in need. It just showed what kind of a person she was, that she'd always have time for everybody who needed it.
One of my favourite things about Laura is that she was able to make me laugh so much, even when things were very hard. And I'll be forever grateful to her for that. This one's for you, Laura.
It's so hard to believe that it's been a year, and my memories of Laura are of a vivacious, fun-loving, funny, caring friend, and I said it then, I'll say it now. Thank you so much, Laura. Kindred spirits.
I remember Laura to be extremely glamorous, always. I never saw her with her hair all over the place or her nails never to be done. She always looked great. She had really good personal style as well. She was gas crack, never took anyone or anything too seriously.
We remember Laura today on her 1-year anniversary. Our thoughts and prayers are with her friends and family. Her legacy lives on.
I remember Laura as someone who was a really happy person, who was always up for a laugh and a night out, and I know that she had me in stitches laughing a lot of the time I hung out with her.
From the moment I found out about her journey and what she was going through, I fell in love with her mindset, her positivity and her outlook on life. I thought the way she got through what she was going through was so inspirational. So thank you, Laura, for inspiring so many and leaving a mark.
I worked with Laura in Cassidy's. You know, Laura was incredibly skilled. She was incredibly hardworking. But Laura was also somebody who really invested in her team. Somebody who took the time to get to know everybody. And there are things you just can't teach. And there are things that you either have or you don't. And Laura had buckets of it.
Laura Brennan, you're awesome. Not only have you made me a better person, but you've also made Ireland a better place. And the future is bright. So there's one thing that we have to say.
Thank you, Laura.